Today I'm going to make some daisies out of this paper quill. I'm going to be adding them onto a card for my mom for her birthday. Her favorite flowers are daisies. So I thought this would be perfect for her. You're going to need some just white glue. This is Elmer's glue. Some tooling tools here. This has, I like the ones with the slots. There's also ones that are non-slotted. This was a whole pack, so you can kind of, depends how big you need your paper and if you like the slotted or the not slotted. So it gives you a variety, which is nice. I'll link that down below. A cork board, it doesn't have to have all these things on it. It could just be the back as well. And then I like to place some wax paper over my little surface here, and I'll use my pens to hold my paper in place. And the wax paper just makes it so the glue doesn't stick to your surface. You'll probably need some scissors. I like the little tiny scissors. And then I'm doing both white, 2 different shades of yellow for my quilling, and then I also will be doing some greens. I haven't pulled them off yet, and maybe a ruler. So I think I'm going to start off with a center, and I decided to do 2 pieces, 2 different colors, and you just need these to be the same length, and I just pulled them off so they should be about the same length. And I'm just going to line them up and glue them. So I have different sizes of paper quill, so I'm going to line the lighter color, which is my thinner, at the bottom, so then you can see that I'll have a little bit of that darker color will be shining at the top. If you have all of your quill paper the same, I'll show you with the white, then you can just offset them a little bit and don't line them completely at the bottom. So that way the one will show a little bit. Crooked. So the one will be a little bit higher than the other. Both of yours are the same. I'm doing 2 different size thicknesses. That way I don't have to be as careful with lining up. I just line it up with the bottom and I know I'm straight. So let's first start gluing that. You don't need the whole strip, but I'm just doing the whole strip because it'll be easier and I know it's the same length. So I have the light yellow on either side of the dark yellow, with the dark yellow showing through a little. I'm going to measure about, let's do 4 inches. And then I'm going to cut just little tiny strips all along this, going just a little bit into that lighter yellow, but not all the way. So we just want little tiny strips. Once you make your slits all the way across to your piece of paper, it's time to roll the center. So I just slid the paper in the little slit of my tooling tool, and I'm just rotating it. I keep my thumb at the top and my fingernail at the bottom to just help guide it as it rolls to make sure it stays straight. Once we get to the end, I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue to the tip to hold it in place. And then I hold it until my glue is dry, which this dries pretty quickly. This is considered a tight coil because we did not let it release any. And then just to give it a little dimension, I'm going to press the end of my coiling tool. You could use other items, just like a pen or something, just to make it pop out just a little, to give a little more depth to that center. And then I like to apply some extra glue to the inside just to make sure it's nice and secure and doesn't come unraveled. So we'll set our center off to the side to dry, and we will get some of our white. I'm going to do about 6 inches. And then just roll it. Again, you can use the slotted tool or non-slotted tool, whichever one you like best. And just let it unravel just a little bit in your hands. And apply glue to the end so it'll hold its shape. Once it's glued, make a pinch and a quick sideways pinch. And that's our petals, so we'll continue to make more of those. So once you have 2 pieces done, what you do is take the flat sides and glue them together. I'm not going all the way up with the glue at the top, so there's just a little bit of gap. Press the 2 flat pieces together and you can kind of pinch them. But you can glue this little piece in here if you want, or leave a little gap there, but just squeeze your little ends, and that's your petal. And we can add it to our flower. I have 5 here, and I'll probably do maybe 2 more, so about 6 per flower. We have all of our petals done for this flower, so I'm just going to squirt some glue out here and start attaching my petals. I used a pen to help keep my center down for me. I used my Cricut to cut out the word love you out of my white piece of cardstock here, and then I layered it over a blue piece of cardstock. Now for my hood, I also had my Cricut draw a hood with the pen feature, and that's going to be my outline to follow with my quill piece. You might have noticed I tore just the tip off of my piece of quilled paper. That just helps the gluing to bond, so when I come back around with my piece of paper, it'll bond better with a tear versus a clean cut. So just let that tip dry, and then I will apply glue and place my strip around my hood. And I'll also use these little pins that you'll see in the left-hand corner to help hold the strip in place as it dries.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
if you don't want this to be for Easter, then you can just not add these bunnies that I'm using. I cut them out from the back side. Like I said, it's for my mom. She likes bunnies, and it makes it more Eastery. And it would also be pretty just as wall decoration and flame it. If you want it not for a birthday, you could say Happy Easter instead, or just leave the front and not do the back at all.